What's up? It's your boy MMA Asphalt, and today I'm breaking down the entire PFL Challenger Series Episode 1 card and giving you guys my betting breakdown and predictions. Simon Powell versus Carl Williams. Starting off with Powell, he is a serious power puncher. With all his wins coming by first round finish, he's got a submission, a TKO, and a flying knee. He's completed the goddamn trifecta of MMA. He uses his range very well, stays on the outside, throws that teep kick constantly, and then went on the inside, ripping knees to the body. Only concern is his cardio. You don't know how he looks, how he starts to look in the second or third round, if it gets there. In his most recent fight, it looked like he leveled up in his striking, was on point and avoiding tons of strikes, and just put the other guy away fast. So it's possible we see another quick finish. Then we got his opponent, Carl Williams, and I honestly can't believe these odds. Carl Williams is a plus 200 dog. This guy is an aggressive wrestler who chains takedowns constantly, and his only loss that was his downfall because he got choked out from the takedown. He left his neck pretty open, so not sure how well he defends takedowns, but once he gets you to the ground, it's not long until he finds the finish. He's got one decision win on his record, so at least you know he's going to be alive in the third round. There's so many questions about Simeon. I honestly might take a dog shot at William here. Not 100% sure. You got a chain wrestler fighting a guy who's never been past the first round. Tell me that isn't sketchy. I might just take the fight doesn't go the distance if it isn't juiced. Paulo Fugandes versus Brusoto. Starting off with Paulo Fugandes, and there's not a lot of tape on this guy, but from what I can put together, this guy is massive for the division. Very tall striking, seems to be serviceable. Honestly, don't see much technical skill when he strikes. It looks more of a swing and bang kind of guy. When he gets on the inside, this guy's elbows are nasty, and he uses them like a jab, honestly. When he's clinched up, he'll throw in the flying knee, but mostly it turns into a body shot. He's very loose in the cage. I don't know how he's gotten... I don't know how he's into the third round. And in one fight, he was getting beat up pretty bad against the cage, and then luckily clipped his opponent. And then there are a lot of unknowns about this guy, so please be careful if you're going to be betting on him. Then we got his opponent, Brusoto. He's a product of the LFA. They got a ton of great fighters over there. His opponent's win-loss records combined are 148 and 99 losses. Soto uses grappling very well, pushing his opponents to the cage. I believe he's coming up a weight class here, as he's a welterweight in the LFA, but his last fight was at 205, so maybe he's just staying at the weight class now. And there's a lot of unknown in these regional scenes, but that's why you gotta love watching them. Soto searches for that finish as soon as he sees an opportunity on the ground. I honestly believe this is one of the sketchiest matchups on the card, and I might just skip betting this fight. So much unknowns, but to make this easy, it's going to be the wrestler versus striker. Honestly, I think this is the best matchup on the card, and I can't wait for it. Taylor Johnson versus Alexander Popek. So starting with Alexander Popek, looking over the stats here, Popek is going to have a huge advantage. Huge size and reach advantage, and he's going to be the younger fighter coming off 3 wins, with his last loss coming to Jamal Hill, who's main eventing UFC Vegas 48 this weekend. Popek's level of competition is significantly higher than Johnson's here. When you get into the tape, Popek uses his reach and height very well, staying on the outside, making his opponents pay the price. He's good in the clinch, throwing knees and heavy elbows. He clipped Dusko Todorovic in, I think it was a kickboxing match, and he just outworked him on the inside. And he seemed to get better at defending takedowns, which I think will be key for this matchup. Then we got his opponent, Taylor Johnson. This is my first time watching tape on him, and he's an aggressive wrestler that's always looking for the finish in the first round. Comes in heavy, always looking for the takedowns, and when he doesn't find that finish, he typically gasses the longer the fight goes, so this matchup is going to be scary for you to put your money on. I'm not too confident on any side in this matchup, but what I do love is it not going the distance. Both these two are potent finishers, and coming into the PFL Contender Series, I think they're going to be looking for a stoppage for the contract. I don't even know how the contracts work in this, but I think it's going to be a close one. I like that it doesn't go the distance, but put a gun to my head, and I think Alexander Popek's going to take this one. Let's start off with Josh Silveria. I got a feeling this fight is a complete mismatch. I mean, when you look at their records, you get the idea of it's going to be a close fight But Josh is a big guy here with heavy takedowns and submission skills. This guy is training out of a great camp, American Top Team. And actually, his father is the head coach over there. So, he's been putting in the work since he's been a child. Day one, he's one of the best out there right now, and they're putting together a massive grappling product. And I think he's going to succeed here, roll. I got Josh Silveria by round 1 sub. Then we got his opponent, Muhammad Juma. And man, I got no clue how this guy is 8-2. He's got the skill level of Tai Tuivasa, which is nothing but a tough chin and can hit hard. He comes in most fights, just guns to the wall. As soon as that bell rings, he comes at you throwing haymakers and trying to knock you out. He's big, and when he gets on top of you, it seems like guys have a hard time getting him off. He's constantly looking for the finish on top, throwing elbows and always looking to stop the fight.